What's up everyone, back with another little video. So today I'll be walking through better rib cage position, alright? Because when we're doing squats or lunges, overhead press, etc., we want to create stability throughout the spine, alright? So with more stability comes more strength, right? And we can load up a lot more, and it's going to be a lot safer. So what I mean by that is, right, we have two different movements of our hip, right? Of our spine, our ribs and our hips. So if we imagine our hips and we imagine our ribs, right, as blocks on top of each other, we want them to be relatively like stable on top, right? So my hips are stable, my ribs are stable. Yeah, see that? Sometimes, right, when perhaps we don't create tension and don't work on our breath enough and don't create stabilization, we slip into that position, right, which is kind of overextended, all right? Which is what they call the scissor position, right? Because in that position, my hips are pointing down, my ribs are pointing up, right? That kind of position, open alligator position, right? And for like stability when we're doing squats and overhead presses, it's not the best on our spine, right? The more stable, so the more we can bring a rib cage down, the better position we're going to be in, the more stable position we're going to be in for squats, lunges, press ups, even overhead presses, bent over rows, okay? Which means you're going to load up the weight a lot more, it's going to be a lot safer for you, and you'll get a lot stronger in the areas we want to improve. Alright, so if I'm back in the position here, I still want that stable position, right? So that is a scissor, we call this a canister, right? Stacked on top. We want to be in that canister position, right? This position here is more powerful, so when you see sprinters, right, they overextend and they're powering up, that's more powerful. Fantastic for them, right? But that's what we're aiming for here when we're looking to improve strength. So from here, we're up, okay? And I'm not extending back, alright? I'm keeping that rib cage down, okay? So I'm trying to get my rib cage and my belly button close, right? I'm not rolling my shoulders. I'm just getting the rib cage from there, right? My sternum, bottom sternum, into a packed position. Now, from that position, if you look at my back, I'm more stable. Okay? And I'm going to find it easier to squat. Likewise, in that position, as I press overhead, alright, it's a lot easier for me, right? It's a lot more stable for my shoulders. If I go back in that position, I'm not really working my shoulders as such. Alright, I'm going to feel a lot of pressure in my lower back. I'm almost like doing a bit more chest than shoulders, right? Because if I'm leaning back, I'm actually not going overhead like I should be, right? I'm in that kind of like, I don't know, what's that, 70-degree angle there? It's actually more like a chest press, right? If I'm more stable, I go overhead. Now I'm working directly above my ear and above my head. I'm now working more shoulders, right? And engaging my core a lot more. It's the same thing for press ups. You don't want to let that lower back drop. You want to tuck it in, right? So our belly doesn't hit the ground first. And even for deadlifts as well, right? When some people do deadlifts and they're like really cranking the back, right? And then they kind of come up and like, oh, my back's a bit tender. It's just because we kind of create that excessive curve which you don't really want to achieve, right? So from there, rib cage in, and then we pack, and then we drive, okay? So that's some of the principles of stabilization and hip, shoulder and rib cage stability that we want to kind of improve within our sessions.